Hi, beautiful people. You are on Mila Avadi's channel. And today we embark on a journey through the legend of Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, a powerful being, capable of taking human form and remaining unnoticed among us. This itself seemed interesting to me and inspired me to create this film. I wanted to explore lesser-known aspects of the Archangel and discuss the role of this legendary figure in humanity's spiritual heritage. Am I intriguing you? Join our journey and be prepared for amazing revelations.
Once in ancient times, when the world was full of magic and wonders, among the angels shone Archangel Michael. His name translated to "who is like God," and he truly was a divine being with incredible strength and wisdom. Michael was the leader of the holy host of angels and archangels, serving the Almighty as a faithful messenger. He was an angelic healer, mending illnesses and wounds of the soul. But perhaps his most renowned aspect was his role as a protector and patron. Legend has it that Archangel Michael engaged in battle with a mighty dragon, symbolizing evil and destruction in the world. With a fearless sword in hand and the flag of faith, he fought the dragon in an epic battle. Michael was a warrior of light, and his virtues and strength triumphed over evil, restoring peace and harmony to the world.
We poorly imagine the power and might possessed by angels and archangels. Our limited imagination conjures human-like forms. The only difference from us is the wings of the angels. But perhaps it's all different, and it appears much more complex in form and content. It's a lie. Angels and archangels exist only in the fevered human imagination. No such entities exist at all. That's how it is.
However, scholars have valid reasons to lean toward the theory that inhabitants of the divine realm do exist. These are energies of a higher order that interact with our psychic energy and can even influence our destiny, altering it.
Following this logic, the angelic realm exists, and it is primary. Everything that happens to us here, in our physical world, is merely echoes of the great battle between light and darkness, waged by angels and archangels in the divine realm, and here on Earth. Right now.
The radiant host battles against a dark and cunning enemy, sowing chaos and death. However, the Creator does not allow his creations to be destroyed or the world's harmony disrupted with impunity. Therefore, he sends his host to confront the forces of darkness, led by Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is a powerful divine being who always emerges victorious in his actions, thanks to his unfathomable divine strength.
However, there is a legend that reveals an interesting side of Archangel Michael. His inner conflict, self-doubt, and personal obstacles, which he still overcomes on his path. Why such a powerful divine being possesses qualities typical of an ordinary mortal? Let's try to figure it out.
Despite his divine nature, Archangel Michael, while vanquishing his cunning foe, sometimes doubts the correctness of his actions. His essence embodies the divine principle of creation rather than destruction. Yet, these doubts gradually fade as he witnesses the forces of darkness wreak havoc upon God's creations.
The forces of darkness do not seek permission to enter another's domain. Instead, they coerce and enslave, ruthlessly seizing property and lives. These dark entities produce nothing. They thrive on what others have created, literally disrupting the Creator's cosmic order.
Archangel Michael realizes that he is not fighting beings like himself, but soulless entities that generate darkness, compelling him to remain steadfast in his actions. However, Archangel Michael grapples with a fundamental question.
Why do souls, for whom we fiercely battle, exchange their spiritual freedom and independence for material wealth and a thirst for power, thus aligning with darkness? Do such souls truly deserve protection and patronage from the Light Army?
Archangel Michael has traveled a long path of understanding what is happening, and along the way, his main contradiction disappeared. This doubt in the Creator's plan, which we will now discuss.
According to ancient legend, long ago, Archangel Michael incarnated on Earth in human form, just as we are now. He underwent multiple incarnations and stages of spiritual growth within the celestial hierarchy. Initially, without hesitation, he stood on the side of light, fulfilling numerous missions on Earth as the Creator's chief assistant. Archangel Michael fights for the soul of each of us against the forces of darkness, whose main goal is to sway fragile energies to their side. However, darkness requires the soul's volition to achieve this. By absorbing soul energy, demonic energy expands and becomes perilous to the Creator's cosmic order. Hence, the Creator dispatches the Light Army into battle to restore balance. Every person is born with a luminous angelic soul, but often makes choices that lead to mistakes. Archangel Michael's mission is to prevent this, protect against wrong choices, and guide souls toward the light. According to biblical texts, this is why Archangel Michael is considered Satan's primary adversary and the opponent of all demonic forces.
What are the forces of darkness? And what do they look like? The characteristics of the forces of darkness are well described in ancient scriptures of many countries around the world. Briefly, here are some of them.
The forces of darkness possess destructive potential capable of annihilating all living things, including the planet. Humans subconsciously sense their presence and often experience anxiety or unease. Higher dark entities have supernatural powers of transformation and the art of manipulation. Only the initiates, who are missionaries incarnated on Earth, can recognize the dark forces and fight against them. Dark forces devalue human life. Concepts like friendship and honor are foreign to them. They ruthlessly destroy anyone if their master demands it. Dark servants actively wield the weapon of deception, disguising it as truth propaganda. Darkness keeps no promises, harms the innocent, exploits the fruits of others' labor, and creates nothing. They are bandits, swindlers, and greedy individuals. And lastly, the forces of darkness suppress any initiative, curtail freedom and independence.
Why does Archangel Michael, despite his divine nature, sometimes doubt the correctness of his actions?
Doubts are an integral part of human spiritual growth. The more actions we take, the more we question their correctness. However, the more we learn, the faster doubts dissipate, and understanding and awareness emerge. Archangel Michael initially shares the same nature as us. He is intricately connected to each of us, making it easy for us to comprehend his early uncertainties. During the initial stages of his spiritual journey, the Archangel questioned the Creator's design, thus doubting the correctness of his own actions.
How does Archangel Michael overcome his inner conflict and doubts? How? Yes, indeed. How do you deal with doubts when there's no one to explain their cause? After all, everyone around us also has doubts, but they won't tell the truth. No. Deception and cowardice are key problems that prevent a person from making the right choice and finally becoming happy.
But Archangel Michael goes directly to the Creator and asks him directly,
Creator, why did you create such a world where there is no truth and justice? Why do the people I must save treat animals and their fellow humans barbarically? They are greedy and malicious, disunited, and therefore very weak, endlessly repeating the same mistakes. They are lazy and unwilling to learn. Enlighten me, for I would like to rid myself of my contradictions.
And then the Creator reveals his plan to the Archangel. Archangel Michael's doubts and contradictions vanish with the realization of why the Creator established this cosmic order. You will soon learn more about it.
So, how do Archangel Michael's internal contradictions disappear after communicating with the Creator? What exactly is happening to the world? And why does ancient evil exist alongside nanotechnology and artificial intelligence? How does the Creator allow this? And why did he create this terrifying, imperfect world? Why?
We constantly ponder these questions and find unconvincing answers from know-it-alls online. But in reality, it happened like this. Archangel Michael posed a question to the Creator, stirring inner conflict, and received the following response.
I granted freedom to humans so they could become spiritually advanced, distinguishing good from evil and light from darkness. They also need to learn to coexist harmoniously with the plant and animal realms, which are equally sentient, if not more so. Humans must learn to feel interconnected, to help one another without dividing into friends and foes, becoming a powerful collective of divine energy. They must also learn to produce without harming animals and create solutions rather than perpetuating violence against their own kind. The energy of darkness will naturally dissipate when no soul aligns with it. This will definitely happen, but there is still a lot of work ahead. Fight for every soul. Assist the doubters. And Michael, each soul that falls in battle against darkness holds special value to me. Take these souls into your ranks and allow them to continue fighting alongside you.
Archangel Michael realizes that this is the key to eliminating all his internal contradictions and no longer doubts. A beautiful legend that provides answers to many eternal human questions. And it doesn't matter whether it's true or fiction. What matters is realizing who you truly are and making the right choice. I wish all of us never to lose faith in ourselves and not to give up in moments of despair. It's important to remember that someone is always invisibly present beside us, fighting for our soul, supporting us in difficult times, and inspiring us. Remember what I said at the beginning of the film? This beautiful nature can take any form. So it's not surprising, in difficult moments, suddenly, out of nowhere, completely unfamiliar people appear and change our lives for the better.
Hi. Hi. How are you doing? I love you. Good night.